Well, today's the day. Today's the day we beat the last game in the Mega Man Legacy Collection. It's also the last Mega Man game on the NES and the last 8-bit Mega Man game until Mega Man 9. Push him a little closer there. Little closer. Nice. The story of this game is that there's a robot tournament sponsored by the billionaire Mr. X. Robot designers from all around the world come to the tournament to compete, and once only the final 8 strongest robots remain, Mr. X takes control of them and plans to use them to take over the world. Mr. X claims he's been manipulating Dr. Wily this whole time, and he totally isn't just him in disguise. Definitely not. I know Dr. Wily was the villain in all 5 other games, and the previous 2 games had twist villains where it turned out to be Dr. Wily after all, but not this time, no. I promise. Mr. X is definitely and Mega Man has to stop him. And here we are at the stage select. This is also the first Mega Man game to show a demo when you wait on the title screen for too long. I don't remember the boss order for this game, but the demo shows Blizzard Man, so maybe Capcom intended us to start there. In this game, all of the Robot Masters and their stages are based on different real-world countries, and Blizzard Man is supposedly from Canada. It's hard to believe we haven't had a single other Ice Robot Master since Mega Man 1, but I guess I better get used to it because there's one in almost every game from this point forward. Anyway, Blizzard Man stage gets my seal of approval. Wait, what are you doing? Wait, no, stop! The stage has got a lot of neat stuff. There are these time bomb platforms that you have to quickly jump along, and there are multiple kinds of destructible walls. I can't break either of them. Maybe Blizzard Man wasn't the first level Capcom intended you to play. I can't get this one up, or this E-Tank, or this E-Tank on a boat. Oh hey, we're on a boat! It's kind of the same deal as the Crusher section from Dustman stage, but thematically it's new and fresh. This last screen tests your platforming skill with slippery surfaces and time bombs. There's just enough space to avoid the explosion, but it is a little nerve-wracking. And then we make it to Blizzard Man. Whoa! That's a very ominous thunder effect, but it doesn't really fit Blizzard Man. He's just too cute with his skis and his little beanie. Look at him. Look at him do a little jig while he absolutely wrecks us with snowflakes. Ah, Jesus, okay, he's a little scary. It's a really fun fight. All the snowflakes force you to run toward the wall, but if you're too close to the wall when he rolls, it's super hard to avoid. But we barely managed to beat him without getting a game over. Ooh, new weapon get cutscene. Wait, where are you pointing that thing? Stop! Ah!
You get fucked.
Well, if I had to guess, maybe Blizzard Man beats Flame Man? Or the other way around? Or maybe Flame Man beats Plant Man? I don't know, either way we're going to Flame Man next. Flame Man is from Saudi Arabia. The desert background really fits for a fire-type robot master, but there sure is a lot of water around for what's supposed to be a scorching hot desert.
Hey, this isn't water. This is gas.
Ah, okay, so the main gimmick of the stage is there are these pools of oil that get lit on fire by flying mustard bottles and thick fireman cosplayers. There are also some neat little guys called pookers. They get blown back by charge shots and explode in one hit, unless they land in a pool of oil. Then they turn into a platform that Mega Man can ride by pumping it. I like this level a lot, and it even gives us a free E-Tank.
Unlike Blizzard Man, who teased us the entire stage.
And soon enough, we make it to Flame Man. He jumps around creating pillars of fire that oddly enough never seem to spawn right under you. So it's kind of like Heat Man's fight, but way easier. He's not weak to Blizzard attack, but he's plenty easy with just the Buster.
You get F-Blast. And Rush Power Adapter.
Whoa! So yeah, these new adapter forms are the main gimmick of Mega Man 6. Before we move on, I'm gonna go back to Blizzard Man stage to try it out. Fusion Ha! Man, Power Mega Man's been hitting the gym. He can charge up to punch through shields and break these cracked blocks. We can also get this E-Tank with Flame Blast while we're here. After that quick detour, let's go to Plant Man. His stage is based on the Amazon rainforest and Brazil.
You are going to Brazil!
Hey, we found the jumpy boy of this game. Now I'm the Giga Chad. Eddie! Oh my god, a red E-Tank! I like that it palette swaps when you're in an adapter form.
Monkey.
Oh my god, this monkey is strong. He wants revenge for all the monkeys I've killed in Mega Man 2 and 3. Ah! Damn, it took almost all my health to beat him, but at least we got him. Oh hey, a bouncy spring section. These are pretty fun, but it can get pretty scary with these spikes on the ceiling. Oh no, another monkey! He has to be weak to something. Oh my god, Fire Blast wrecks him. Oh, monkey no like fire? Stupid animals. I am man. I have conquered your... Oh my god, spring cannon technology! And then we make it to Plant Man. He's like if you gave Wood Man the power to run around, and then took away all of his other attacks. He's like a little weak to fire, but more so weak to blizzard attack. Unfortunately, I wasted a lot of that energy on other enemies in the stage, so we weaken him with it and finish him off with the Buster.
You got P-Barrier.
Gross.
Yeah, you're right. Let's call it Plant B instead.
Yeah, that's better.
And Rush Jet Adapter.
Whoa, that sounds perfect to try out in Windman stage. And just like that, we have access to Normie mode, Power mode, and Jet mode. This is gonna be a breeze. Windman is supposedly from China. Like, look, a panda. Rush Jet Adapter gives us the ability to fly around in short bursts. It's not quite as strong as Rush Jet from Mega Man 3, but it's definitely more fun than Rush Jet from 4 and 5. It's also interesting to note there's no Rush Coil in this game. Jet Adapter's all you get. Rush never survived that kiddie ride incident. The only downside to both adapters is you can't slide while using them, making the Normie form and its weapon still useful in lots of scenarios. I gotta say, I really appreciate the effort to balance everything. I'm happy I got both adapters so early, but they don't feel so strong that it makes the game too easy. It's just if used correctly, they can make tricky sections of the game a lot more manageable. And we've made it to Windman. He's like Airman, but with 2 propellers. But does he have his own theme song? No! Windman sucks! No, like literally, he tries to suck us towards him. I was hoping he would be weak to Plant Barrier because like the pedals get stuck in his propellers or something, but unfortunately no. He's definitely a lot easier than Airman, especially once you figure out the range to dodge his propeller attack. I'm guessing that's probably the weapon you get from beating him.
You got W Storm.
What? He didn't even use that attack. God, this dude wants to be Airman so bad. Alright, with those first 4 bosses out of the way, I'm completely stumped by what the rest of them could be weak to. Which of these guys could possibly be weak to plants? A guy? A guy? A guy? Or a horse guy? I don't know, let's just go to Centaur Man. Ooh, it's a water level. I guess the common theory is that Centaur Man is from Greece. No, Greece. Centaurs are from Greek mythology. He's Greek. Like Gyro Man. Like most water levels, we've got Metroids and spikes on the ceiling. But this water level also has water on the ceiling. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? It does make for some interesting jumps though. And we also have clouds that turn into boats? This level feels like a freaking fever dream. You can't get me, you idiots. Gotta make it past this squid, and then we make it to the boss. But there's also a ladder going down which leads to the boss? Oh, but the one above is only accessible with Jet Mega Man, so we'll go that way. Centaur Man is cool. His design is very unique, being the only quadrupedal robot master. Just listen to that little galloping sound effect when he runs at you. So cute, I love him. I don't really get why he can stop time, but he can. Flash and Bright Man both have like a light on their head where the flash comes from, but Centaur Man just flashes. How in the world does he flash? Oh, okay, that makes sense. He's not weak to any of my weapons, and it's a bit tricky to dodge his shot when he stops time, but we managed to beat him.
You got C Flash.
We also unlocked the T and beat, probably for going to the upper boss doorway. Now who the heck could be weak to time magic? Maybe Nightman? Because knights are old? Maybe Centaur Man was weak to Nightman because he's a horse? I don't know. Nightman's supposedly from England, and his level is based on a medieval castle. It's filled with crazy traps like this spike ceiling. Look at this camper. Goofy skull bastard. Doink. What's this? A dangerous platforming screen? Meet my friend Rush. Jet Adapter makes this next section pretty easy too, but God, these barrel boys are so annoying.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Oop, gotta go.
What? Come back out, you asshole! As we go deeper and deeper into the castle, it eventually turns into a bouncy castle. Not sure why these Roombas aren't bouncing, or maybe that would be worse, I take it back. I almost miss it, but there's a breakable block here leading to a secret path. Just like Centaur Man stage, this is probably the way we have to go to get another beat part. We just have to beat Nightman. Huh? Oh, that's weird. I think someone changed the difficulty on my game when I wasn't looking. Okay, that's better. Nightman is super cool. He moves pretty slow, but he's immune to all my attacks while his shield is up. Even though I don't seem to have his weakness, he's partially weak to power adapter, because a charged up punch is enough to break through his guard. It makes the fight really cool and cinematic, following that old trope of unstoppable force versus immovable object. Don't at me, stage select. I'm going to Yamato Man next. Wow, this is just like one of my Japanese animes. We've got Mount Fuji, a couple of tanukis, and what's this? A breakable wall? Well, don't mind if I gaijin smash my way through. This place is full of references to Japan and Japanese mythology, like this robot Ben K, a reference to Ben K, and this frog riding mini-boss is a reference to Jiraiya, who's a reference to Jiraiya. After beating him, we get a free E-Tank, and then meet up with the original path. It's crazy how early this level split into multiple routes. Normally you have to wait a couple of screens until you find a secret path. Yeah, like right there. Got a jet adapter up to this one. God, imagine how sad we'd be if we came to this level without either adapter. Ew, look at this camper. Taste my flail, fiend. We fly past this conveyor belt section and make it to Yamato Man. Wow, those shortcuts got us here really fast. He's only got 2 attacks. He either shoots his spear tip at you or jumps and shoots 3 of them at you. Why does he have to run over and pick up his tip after shooting it? But not when he shoots 3 of them. Well, anyway, he's not weak to any of my weapons, but maybe he's weak to one of the adapters like Nightman was. We haven't fought anyone using jet adapter, so let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah, that doesn't seem very useful at all. Let's just blast him.
You got Y Spear.
Y Spear indeed.
And beat E parts.
Whoa! Eat? Eat what? I guess we'll try eating Tomahawk Man. Tomahawk Man stage is in America. You can tell because every enemy has a gun. There's a free E-Tank in this block. This really is the land of the free. Oh, they put spikes here so I wouldn't go this way? Well, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. You can't take away my freedom. I'll go wherever I want. Oh, I guess there really was nothing that way. Whoa, a machine that mass produces Mets? What's more American than that? We make it past and wow, check out that sunset. Wait, it was daytime like 20 seconds ago. Also, there's the ladder we can jet adapter on up to. And this fun little obstacle course rewards us with an E-Tank. We can also use the jet adapter to kill this Met's entire extended family while he watches helplessly on the ground below. Then we come to a room with another split path. The path below seems to only be reachable with the jet adapter. We just have to blow this idiot away first. Man, I love secret paths. I'm sure we didn't miss anything in this level only to realize it afterward while editing the video. Where the hell is this guy? And then we make it to Tomahawk Man. Man, he's really strong. He can shoot feathers and throw gravity-defying tomahawks, and it's hard to run away when he keeps hopping towards us menacingly. He's weak to plant barrier, but even with that, we just barely beat him.
You got Silver Tomahawk.
Nice. Wait, that's not silver. That's anything but silver. All right, we got all the beat parts, so it's time to go to Mr. X's castle. Wow, look at that background. Wow, listen to that music. I haven't been this excited for a castle level since Mega Man 2. And just like the previous game, it's time to call in our boy, Beat. He's still an absolute monster, but he did get a little nerfed. He doesn't kill everything, but he kills most of things. Ooh, a punch wall. It's really tricky to get to, though. Oh, let's try again. Huh? After a couple more attempts, let's go! Claim your prize, Beat. There are lots of goodies on this path, including 4 1-ups, and it takes us right to the boss. It's a pair of tanky robots running along a rail and dropping bombs on us. They don't really take damage unless you hit the sweet spot on their sides, but Plant Barrier ignores that, making this fight pretty easy. On to Mr. X Stage 2. There's some more adapter-friendly level design, but we have to be careful of these fake floors. It's a pretty short stage, as once we fly past a couple of skullboys and shoot some Mets, we make it to the boss. This boss is really annoying because of how high up on the screen it climbs away from you. It's weak to Silver Tomahawk, but I managed to run out of energy for that weapon in my first attempt, and hitting this guy with any other weapon is a real pain in the ass. Maybe if Beat was as strong as he was back in Mega Man 5, he could solo him for me, but otherwise I kinda have to use Jet Adapter and drink some E-Tanks whenever I get hit by too much random bullshit on the screen. Mr. X3 starts out with a free 1-up and a split path. The game has been teaching us to always go for the path that requires an adapter to get free stuff. So let's see what we... What? You're telling me that the normie path gives you a free E-Tank? Well, I'm going back. I never turn down a free E-Tank. These next couple of sections are pretty cool. There are these connected platforms that rise and fall with each other, and we have to get to the end of the stage while avoiding swarms of hot mustard bottles. And the boss of the stage is the Met got a power adapter too? Man, I'm really running low on weapon energy, so I can't really figure out what he's weak to. I really should have just gone a game over earlier. But a couple of punches and lemons from our adapter forms get the job done. And it's time for Mr. X4. After a quick reset, we start climbing. Whoa, birds! Beat, look, it's your cousin. Beat is a cold-blooded killer. Not sure which of these is the intended path and which is the secret path. Well, let's take the ladder up. So many branching paths. So many Metroids. Yeah, sorry, Mega Man ZX. This is the first Metroidvania Mega Man game. Man, there's a ton of enemies in this room. Well, Beat, do you think you can beat their asses for old time's sake? Yes! Escort me, Beat! Together we're invincible! And we make it to the boss. It's Mr. X!
You've done well to get this far, Mega Man. But this is where you die, because just like that song by Hannah Montana, I've come in like a wrecking ball.
Oh, you mean Miley Cyrus?
Well, yeah, but they're the same person.
They are?
Huh. No wonder my disguise has worked so far.
This boss is pretty straightforward. He just swings back and forth spitting out energy blasts. It's pretty easy to find the rhythm and dodge, and after a couple of flame blasts, we beat him. It's over, Mr. X.
You may have defeated Mr. X and stopped his plan for world domination, but can you stop Dr. Wily and his plan for world domination?
Mr. X was Dr. Wily the whole time?
I'd love to stick around and make an Among Us imposter joke here at your expense, but I have a second castle to get to.
No, this can't happen again. Every time the villain turns out to be Dr. Wily. Every time he makes an Among Us reference. He can't keep getting away with this. Right off the bat, Wily Stage 1 throws tons of enemies at us, but we can handle it using our adapters. I especially like this falling section with Jet Mega Man. Huh, why would they put so many spikes over there unless that wall is actually a secret path? Aw man, this game has had so many secrets that I've been conditioned to just expect them everywhere. Oh, like right here. A free A-Tank. Don't mind if I do, huh? Fine, I'll just jet back, huh? Sometimes they ask how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't. I think for this game, I have to give the best weapon award to Silver Tomahawk. It does a ton of damage, and it arcs in a way that's really useful for lots of enemy placements. Wait, why the hell was that sentry pointed the wrong way? How much is Wily paying these guys? And then we make it to the boss. Whoa, we're in Jurassic Park. This boss is cool. It only takes damage in its eyes, but it shoots out little platforms to get you there. He's weak to the first weapon on our menu screen, so we beat him without much trouble. On to Wily Stage 2. Ew, what is that on the wall? Oh, it's snow. It's just an ice level, everyone. What else could it be? Name a more iconic duo than disappearing platforms and rush jets. And if we're crafty, we can do a weapon swap midair to flame blast through this ice wall. I'll never do a goddamn disappearing block section as long as I live. Look at these goofy nerd robots. Later, nerds. We run back and make it to the boss. Is that a tricycle with a gun? He's gaining on us, but he happens to be weak to the second weapon on our menu screen, so we also beat him pretty quickly. Wily Stage 3 starts us out underwater, and these little fans control the flow of water, which can push us into spikes if we're not careful. But we jet past and make it to the boss graveyard. Yamato Man just got tomahawked, and Plant Man is weak to Blizzard Entertainment. Yamato Man's spear pierces through Night Man's shield, and Night Man's flail pierces through Centaur Man's skull. We flash Wind Man, plant Tomahawk Man, use wind to blow out Flame Man, and use flames to burn out Blizzard Man. And it's straight to Wily Stage 4. There's plenty of Mets right outside Wily's door, and also, Eddie? How did you get here? And here we are at the final boss of the game. This fight's really great. His machine jumps all over the place and the conveyor belt floor makes it challenging to avoid. I'm not really sure why it shoots out lollipops as its main attack, but it is what it is. I try out all my weapons, and this first phase is weak to Silver Tomahawk. It breaks apart a bit and does some different attacks for phase 2, but it's still weak to Silver Tomahawk. That makes sense. We beat it, and I drink an E-Tank before the fated Wily capsule phase begins, and it's also weak to Silver Tomahawk. Wait, really? Wow, I honestly wanted to see Beat beat his ass again for old time's sake, but Beat doesn't even work against him. Alright, well, Tomahawk it is. Oh, please, Mega Man, have mercy. No, I'm seriously getting sick of your bullshit, Wily.
Oh, come on. Don't you want to just, let your guard down for a few seconds to give me a chance to escape? Just like old times? I think that'd be really cool. Hey, what the hell? Did you just tie me up?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Where did you even get this rope?
Don't worry about it. And so, Wily is finally locked up, and the day is saved. And that's Mega Man 6. Overall, I feel pretty good about Mega Man 6. The level design is my favorite so far, as the adapters open up a bunch of secret paths, giving the game tons of replayability depending on what boss order you do. And I'm still surprised after looking as hard as I did for secrets that I missed the energy balancer in Tomahawk Man stage. Also, the boss weapons are a lot better than they were in Mega Man 5, and Beat is nerfed to a point where he isn't turbo broken, but good enough to make you feel rewarded for unlocking him. My only complaint is that the story isn't all that great. It has a twist villain, but I mean, come on, you know it's Wily the second you see him. And the cutscenes are cool, but I have to wonder, if Rush is with us from the start, why can't we use Rush Coil? Where's Mega Man's dog? I too know the pain of not having a dog. The manual explains that Dr. Light made the adapters, but Dr. Light doesn't show up in any of the cutscenes. What the heck was he doing this whole time?
Guys, I'm telling you, I found the body and I saw a blue vent. Oh hey, Mega Man, where have you been? What do you mean self-report? I would never. I ran straight to electrical and did the wires.
That explains it.
Security.
We did it! We beat all 6 games in the Mega Man Legacy Collection. Let's go! This is a huge milestone for me, and I really appreciate you guys coming along for this adventure. I hope you stick around, because I've got some big things coming. First things first, I gotta let the doc know that I'm done. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'll see you guys again really soon.